How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here with another episode of Arcane, as we're on episode number 4. Looking forward to getting into this episode and being emotionally damaged because last week's episode, yeah, it definitely did that to me. No, but I'm really loving Arcane at the minute. It's been so I don't know, addicting in a sense. Like, these past 3 episodes have really hooked me, and I'm excited to see how we do proceed from the last episode with this episode, with the fact that we had a bunch of key deaths, and of course we had the split between Vi and Powder, so where Silco managed to take advantage of that situation. So yeah, it shall be very interesting to see what does happen. At least Jason, Victor, they're pretty much happy. Everything else was just doom and gloom. So yeah, but I am looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of Arcane. Let's go.
Nothing he could accomplish could compare to the contributions of his students.
I had no idea.
Passing the torch on.
That was his sacrifice.
So others
Dear
can prosper.
The council has recommended you give the Progress Day speech this year.
Next chapter of Hextech. Come to the lab this afternoon, I'll show you.
I'll look forward to it. You certainly have something to live up to, my boy.
Oh, wow. That's so cool, though. Mechanical bugs, you just love it. There you get it, like mechanical bugs.
Almost
in general.
terrible.
Terrible.
Tallis.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I would have done that if I were you. It's not looking good, though. Just saying. Boom. Oh, whoa, whoa. Powder? I had a feeling that was Powder. Holy shit, she's grown up! Holy shit! Shit. Oh! Oh shit! This is insane! Oh my god, oh my goodness.
The gemstone can power virtually anything.
Oh lord. Oh no, he's gonna do the snap! He's gonna eliminate half of Piltover the residents.
And the fissures can work faster and without fatigue.
Oh, really hurting yourself more as well. Oh no, Doc Ock!
Equipped with a powerful ray of light.
Oh, that's so cool!
Oh, don't worry, my boy. It zips past you.
Progress
in the blink
takes
of an
time.
eye.
With respect, Professor, we can be improving lives with Hextech now.
A breakthrough like this takes time, Victor. Putting that kind of power into everyone's hands is dangerous.
You don't want to rush
Keep at it,
development
and
in
I'm
case
sure you will discover a way to
things
safeguard Hextech against
fall
misuse.
apart. Oh, someone's a bit too impatient. That's so cool. She's just able to kind of try and capture what went down.
But there's more going on here than just the smuggling. If I could just question him,
I'll take it from here.
Since you're looking for more work, you can take the graveyard shift tonight at the fair.
Oh, she's dreaming big.
Good. I want this one on a boat to Stillwater Prison. Yes, sir.
Oh. Slaps!
Brats, she's a problem and we all know it.
We? Who's we? I expected better from you than excuses.
I'd like to know who's this we.
It
We're
was your
talking.
job to make sure things went smoothly. You failed.
Oh.
Don't disappoint me again.
Told you.
I'm asking you.
He has such a protection
One of those
over
Firelight wackos was a girl. With
her.
pink hair. Ari.
I need to know that I can rely on you. I'm doing this for us, Jinx. All of us.
Jinx.
The sons and daughters of Zon deserve more than their runoff.
Damn, so she's really put her
happened
own
again?
life behind her.
I know.
Don't get that too close to the eye thing. No, ow, ow.
Heimerdinger is a great scientist, but he's old. He only ever sees the past. Piltover needs a leader who
Good old
looks
days.
forward. Someone like you.
You really believe that?
Holy damn.
Hextech has the potential to change everything.
I'm weak. Savika will clean it up. Savika's a regular Johnny on the spot.
She created a
I'm not weak.
Milo, like, I don't know, mannequin. Oh man. Seeing how...
Where are you?
What's
You
up
were
with...
asking if I could do the address. You should come up with me. Workscape opened their ports to the world and made Piltover prosper beyond anything we could have ever imagined.
We've come so far in such a short amount of time. And so is Jace.
We're not done yet.
Oh.
We will share with you when the time is right.
Oh.
Things that will bring an end to your hardships. Whether you're the scion of our high houses or an honest laborer from the
It's all
underground.
about the small steps
We
to
vow
make
keep
sure that the
pressing
future
forward, for we are the city of progress,
stable.
and our future is bright.
Ship, actually. An airship has a rigid metal hull. It's not a blimp.
It's a balloon, ain't it?
Sure as hell looks.
Also, I brought this dynamite. Goodbye.
Oh, fuck! Oh! Yeah. That trap was something I expected, and here we are. Shit!
Piltover's status as a global shipping lane depends on it. Thousands would lose their income.
But shouldn't the safety of Piltover be our first priority?
I'm liking how he's looking out.
Your life's work?
Without the Hexgates, my
Going back to that professor.
Winter. Am I to tell the Noxians?
Forth, and that House Talus be elevated to this august body.
What?
As a counselor, he will have the resources necessary to protect all our investments.
Councillor
Holy
Medardin,
dang.
this is highly irregular. The council has held...
I believe Counselor Medarda is right. Hextech security should be administered by a scientist. I second the motion.
Well then, shall we
Best
wait?
step forward for Piltover and its people. Oh. I don't think he was expecting that, was he? Oh, oh. Oops.
Half a dozen enforcers dead.
I think he can be quite satisfied with her efforts, despite The casualties.
But I already have a job.
No, you don't. After the attack, your parents spoke to the sheriff.
Shit.
This is the best I could do.
I mean, he's trying to look out for her, but...
Yours or my parents.
Kate.
Get out.
Vi? Holy dang! Oh my goodness.
Who the hell are you?
Nice. Oh man, the fact that we've had like so much time passing for the show, where you know you've got Vi, who prisoner now. You got Jinx, as she now goes by, who's grown so much older, and I guess she kind of proved herself in a sense. So yeah, but we even had her have a bit of a breakdown because of the fact that she saw someone that looked like Vi. So So yeah, it will be very interesting to see how things go by with Vi, since she was only in for those like 10 seconds towards the end. There was that moment where you thought, oh, is this Vi? But no, it was just someone who looked like Vi to play onto Jinx's like worries, if anything, her vulnerabilities, I would say, because we saw quite a bit of Jinx putting herself through the ringer, and like she was expressing her concerns regarding how she thought she saw Vi, but no, it has to be someone else, etc. But there is a lot of that troubling thought process that is affecting Jinx. So yeah, but at least she was able to kind of prove herself, although with the fact that there is that how she was able to work alone and be effective in acquiring the hex tech little marble. It's possibly going to lead to a, I don't know, potentially bad scenario further down the line. We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know, I can say that for quite a few areas, like what was happening at Piltover with the fact that Jace is now revered, etc. And there was a lot of those tensions, I would say, between Victor and Jace, and how Jace is to the council now that he's an official counselor. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I feel like there is those tensions, especially when we saw Victor just expressing a bit of that illness. And I feel like, I don't know if this is going to lead to Victor wanting, of course, Hex Tech to be able to better himself, because he's not in the greatest of health, seemingly. But whatever the case is, I feel like there is going to be those tensions, like Victor is being disregarded by Jace. Jace has an obligation, and Victor saying, well, what if we do this? And then he's just getting pushed to one side. So I feel like there is... Because I have expressed my worries with Victor before, and I feel like with Jace and the position he is at right now, it's going to be like he's abandoning Victor, and Victor's going to take that harshly. That's my 2 cents on the matter. So, and because like I said, the relationship with Victor and Jace, it's not going to go smoothly. It's not going to last and never face its fractures. And I feel like this is the beginning of that, where there is that negligence Victor is feeling, and so but it is very, very interesting, especially with how hesitant Piltover of course was with with magic and all of that, it is really, really great to see how Piltover is prospering and how there's been quite a few years that have passed, and to see how Hextech has been very revolutionary for Piltover and not just that though, but Jace as well, because you just think back to episode 2 and how he was shunned for his efforts, and now he is revered, etc. He's taking advice from Heimerdinger, and it's just very, very interesting to see how far Piltover itself has come, like even to the point where you have him now being a council member. So it's just very interesting to have this time skip, because I feel like it's kind of appropriate with how things ended, not just from the underground's sake with Vi, etc., but also with this groundbreaking moment for Victor and Jace. I feel like a time skip, it is pretty appropriate, because now you get to see Piltover prosper and Jace being more and more revered, etc., and planting the seeds, I would say, between of tension with Victor and Jace. And not just that though, but we get to see everyone else. We get to see Kate, who's grown to become an enforcer, but she has a curious mind of her own, and she is. Look, you saw Jace trying to look out for her, being protective over her, but she's not having any of it, and she's getting herself into what some would consider more danger by going to Vi. So, but I feel like nothing would ground Kate. Like, no matter what Jace would do, nothing's going to ground her, and she's going to follow through on her curious mind. So, and that she has, because now she's gone to Vi. So, but I really, really loved her development in this episode as well, because we didn't get much of Kate. We got a little bit of her prior to that, but now there seems to be a greater focus on her character, where she was analyzing the wreckage earlier on, and she was able, I really love that visual of her pinpointed where someone was shot, etc., and it blended in really, really well. And of course her taking notes about Jinx's symbol, and with her being so insisting on I don't know, giving herself a bit of a better position as an enforcer, but she's been told to do this. It's very, very interesting to see how she might play a very integral role for the future of Arcane, because she's not one to say to do mundane jobs. She wants to get into the thick of it, and we were seeing that in this episode, and possibly next episode with how we ended things. So but it will be very interesting to see what does happen, because Vi, I'm not sure how much Kate is going to tell Vi in regards to what she saw, but given the right amount of description, Vi might, I don't know, kind of recognize that Powder is causing all kinds of ruckus. So but that will be a very interesting encounter when we do actually get to it, and not that lookalike, of course, because like I said, for Jinx, there is still that vulnerability. There is still Vi is still, as much as she's changed, she is still someone who will play on that vulnerability for Jinx, and we just saw her just losing herself, and I think she even made a few mannequins or whatnot of her old team as well, from when we saw her her digs. We saw little mannequins of what I was assuming was Milo, so just with the spiky hair, etc. But we saw her losing her mind, and I really, really loved when she thought she saw Vi. You saw her break. You saw that exterior just crack, and but I really, really thought that it was interesting to see her relationship with Silco as well, because we know that he took her in, and we get to see with this time skip about how protective Silco is for Jinx. So I thought that was a very, very interesting moment as well. So I really enjoyed seeing how Jinx has changed so much, and how how disturbing it is with of course her teaming with Silco, etc. But yeah, we're seeing that change of Jinx, and how the trauma of those past few years is still affecting her, but also how just how much different she is, and it is very, very sad given the circumstances. So yeah, but as well as the fact that we know that the Underground is getting really, really pissed off with how Piltover is thriving, etc. The council even made mention about how neglected they have been because of the focus on the on the new technology, and how Piltover has been so prioritized that it's that the Undercity once again are getting shafted, etc. So but I thought this was a very, very great episode. Like I said, it was really, really nice to have where we ended last time with Arcane, and have this kind of time skip, and to see how characters have changed, to see how people have become more revered, or more I guess efficient in Jinx's case, where she's able to because her acquiring that crystal, you can see it being a mirror to episode 1, except things went a bit more you'd say a bit more smoothly. There were still casualties and ruckuses, all sorts, but you get the idea. I feel like she's in a more confident place compared to how things went down in episode 1, where buildings were exploded and she was chastised, etc., for being a liability. But now, I mean, there might be some repercussions down the line, but I feel like Jinx can take this more so as a win than episode 1, if that makes sense. Because also, when she ransacked Jace's place, she did lose most of the valuables, of course. Now she's able to acquire something and revel in it. So yeah, but I thought this was a pretty great episode. Excited to see where things go with Vi, especially. So because it's going to be very interesting to see how much she has changed as well in the few years that have passed. So, but I really thought this was a great episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!